Hey guys, HW here. I've just come down to the border of Waverley Cemetery, and so I'm overlooking the dead centre of town. Waverley Cemetery extends right down onto the coast in between Clovelly and Bronte Beaches, and I'm here today because I thought I'd quickly check out the sculptures by the sea while they're on. They only extend to the 7th of November, so I thought why not get around and check out some of the sculptures by the sea action. I haven't done it for a long time. Haven't checked it out since I think I was living out this way, and back in those days it was pretty much a collection of there was about a dozen sculptures, that was it. And now it's into the hundreds now, as we'll see today. So again, there's Waverley Cemetery. It's a pretty windy day in Sydney today. Right now it's only 17 degrees. Apparently overnight in Orange it actually snowed above 800 metres. So we're in November and it's still snowing out west, so that's pretty crazy. But anyway, we'll get down to Bronte in a minute. I'm going to do it a bit different today. I'm not going to just film the whole way. I'm going to switch the camera on and off so that we only pick up the sculptures and maybe a few sites along the way that I think are interesting. I'll let you know about. So yeah, let's see how we go. Let's get around the sculptures by the sea. I don't know whether you can see it, but I've just stopped on the headland up on the south side of Bronte Beach here. There's a few scuba divers down on the reef there, and one just popped up just then. I don't know whether you can see on the film, but with my polarized glasses I can definitely see it. The water is just this beautiful turquoise colour once you get past that reefy bit there and out to there, so I hope that shows up on the camera. Again, it's blowing a gale today, but we should see some good sights. I think the fact that the wind is blowing from the west and southwest today actually helps with flattening out the water and getting that nice crystal clear view that we see there. So yeah, Bronte Beach. See you again soon. Look at these joints here. Wait till you have a look at the view that they command over the Pacific and Bronte Beach. It's a pretty good view to wake up to. There's a Virgin coming in, Virgin Australia plane coming in. That's the only annoying thing when you live in the eastern suburbs, especially between Bronte and Maroubra. You get the planes coming to land at Sydney Airport, but only really when the winds are flowing from the west do you get the planes landing. Let's keep going. We're almost at Tamarama, which is the first place we're going to view some sculptures, I think. Here's our first view of Tamarama. Have a look at all the people up on the headlands up there, checking out the sculptures. There's a few more people here than I thought there was going to be. I'd hate to see what it's like on the weekend with all the families. Must be absolutely horrendous. But yeah, there's good old Tamarama. The locals like to call it Glamorama. It has always been a well-known beach for the glamorous model types in Sydney to sunbathe on that little strip of beach down there. Unlike the other beaches along here, Bondi Beach and Bronte Beach, Tamarama comes in at this angle. So it's always been a favourite surfing beach because when the waves are maybe not so good on the main beaches, Bondi, Bronte, Maroubra, there's sometimes some waves here because of the angle that Tamarama Beach and Bay takes out to the Pacific. Oh, look at that. That's why there's a lot more people here today. There's school groups here. I was afraid that might happen. But we'll try to avoid them and get some photos of some of the sculptures. So see you down on the beach in a sec. Let's stop at this sculpture first. This must drive the residents nearby absolutely mad. It's got these street poles hanging from wires, donging in the wind. Maybe they take it down at the end of the day and put it back up again. You'd hope so. There's a few school groups down here. They've got some sort of school education program happening as well. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, I've made it onto the beach. Tamarama, here's the first sculpture that I've spotted on the beach. This installation looks like it's like one of those fun park rides. It's kept inflated by probably a motor. You can hear a motor buzzing in the background. Oh, there's the air intakes down there. Alright, I might get back up on this wall so I can quickly get to the other one instead of having to walk through the sand. It wasn't easy to get up at that wall. All these kids here, are they here to see the sculpture or have a play on the beach? I'd say they're more here to play on the beach. Alright, what's this one? This is Sue Corbett. It's interesting. Christabel Wigley did this one, or yeah, Wigley. I wonder if there's anything down this way. Oh, look at that little swallow on the rock there, look. Or finch. Or maybe it's what they call a willy wagtail. There's a young surfer out there now, trying to pick up some of the smaller waves near the shore. I'll get into the middle of the beach now and hit some of these other sculptures. This is an interesting one. I thought it was a clothesline for a second as I came up to it, but now I see it's some sort of, I don't know, it looks like a tree that's just sprouting a bit of life as we come into spring. What's it called? Regrowth. Yeah, there you go. This one's by Kevin Draper. Oh well, we might as well hit this one over here now. This one's made from some solid metal. There's big bolts there. Let's get through this little little circle. Actually, we'll get on the other side and get a view of the beach. There we go. Yeah, it's just the interesting sculpture, this one. It's a pretty big one. It's extending all over the beach. I can't see the plaque for this one. Oh, here it is over here.
It says please do not touch our blood. Best interest.
This one's by Fitzhugh Carroll. And then it says Tingwon. It's got a bunch of Aboriginal names. Can't pronounce them. Yeah, it's a pretty big installation, this one. Let's get over and see these big dolls. And a hand.
Guys, it's rubber. I know. This isn't SCP. If you see his hidden eyes, you die.
This is by Margarita Sampson, called Long Division.
Daniel, Nicholas, turn around.
There's two dolls. It's called Long Division, this one. It's made of. It's made of rubber strips. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Alright, what's this one? This one is Capto Collaborative Shell Resonance. It's a hand holding a big shell. It's quite nice.
He's applied. He hasn't.
It's a cheeky cactus garden right on the beach. Wonder what this one's called. It's by Hannah Kidd and it's called Playing the Long Game. This guy's doing chin-ups on the back of that lifeguard tower over there. What's this one? This is by Jen Mallinson, called Adaptation 22. Quite like this one. Yeah, it's a beauty. These look very Mexican, these ones over here. Very Mexican / Aztec-y. This is Merle Topsy Davis. Sea anomalies. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They're those, yeah, you see that on wildlife specials. You see those creatures in the ocean that open up like flowers and and then close up when the fish come by. Yes, that's quite nice. What's this one? Barbara Licher, social distance. That's a good one. For the people in the cages. Wait for these people to get their photo taken. Quickly skirt over the rocks here and try to capture all of them. It's nice with the backdrop of that clear, beautiful water, isn't it? There's that surfer still out there trying to catch a wave. This is the interesting one. This one's called Global Warming. It's got 2 yellow cherries with the world map stenciled onto it. See if I can get a bit closer to it in a second. Hey, there you go. Can you see the world map stenciled onto it? You can see Australia upside down there. Starting to get a bit crowded now, huh? What's this one? Benjamin J. Shand, Array 8. Wonder if this spins around. She's blowing a gale up here now. Cian Watson, or Sean Watson, depending on how you pronounce it. Wading Rastor. And here's Colossus, holding up the world. Quite like that one. Dr. Peter Tilley, Spellbound. And a mirror reflection at the base of it. Dimitri Krek, Contemplation. This one over here, Kami Lyons, Impromptu Making in Shadow. Oh, look at this one over here. I don't see a plaque on this one. I don't know what it's called. Looks like someone's pinched it. Oh, no, actually it's all part of the one. So there's a lady sitting down. What would you call that? Like a straddle almost? Like straddling backwards or something? I don't know. Oh, the plaque's all the way up the top. I have to sneak through the insulation here. Or installation, I should say. No, still no plaque. Oh, it must be over the other side. Oh, here it is here. It's Liana perplexus, Alice in porcelain land. So these little white things are made of porcelain. And Alice is made of, I don't know what the structure is. Steve Gramp, The Fall. Yeah, I wouldn't fancy falling down this hill either. I'll capture this sculpture from a distance because can't be bothered walking over there. I won't just... Hat just blew off then. Massive gust of wind. More school groups turn up. Great. What's this one? Looks like a big alien. Nigel Dobson Shogun. Oh yeah, it's got a bit of the Japanese Shogun about it, I suppose.
Stand up, guys, and keep walking. This one.
It's done by a Japanese artist by the looks of it. It's Kizo Ushio Ushi Sokai Infinity. So I can get a view through this here. There you go, is that a view to infinity? There's a bit of a concrete jungle. Look at this shopping trolley that's been pushed and cemented into this block. Phantoms of corporality, urban islands. Oh, look at this one. Got a staircase into nowhere. A Aku Sato, Tomb of Atris. I'll catch that one from a distance. Look at all the people up here in this park up the top. There's Bondi Beach over there, we're not far now. So yeah, look at all the people. There's a cheeky coffee shop bakery that they've set up. Some tables to sit on. Get around, check out some of the sculptures. Get a coffee down your gullet or something from the bakery. So yeah, there's a lot more sculptures than I thought there would be. I knew there'd be 100 or so, but there seems to be more than that. What's my chances of getting a film through this donut over here? Probably 0. Give it a go. Oh, there we go. We made it. There we go. Be nice to get a photo over the other end of that, but there's too many people. Oh wow, look at that motorbike up there. Gotta get a film of that. Tell you what, there's a few tourists around. Their timing's good. Probably in a week or so the weather will probably start getting a lot better. Depending on how long they're here for. I do know the Chinese tourists seem to do a hit and run. They come in for like only a few days and race around in a tour bus to all of the sites. So maybe they won't get the best weather, but they need to stay longer. They need to stay a week or two. Here's this motorbike. What's this one called? Richard Goodwin Turbulence. Someone would have rode those motorbikes once upon a time. Now they're just stuck up a pole. This is an interesting one. It's a pendulum or something balancing off the side there, but not sure. Morgan Jones Early Light. If you did come down here in the early morning, you probably would get the early light in the background. Look at this big spike on the top here. Tony Davis. What does it say? Folly. I can't even say that word. Folly something. Folly interstis. Don't even know that word.
And in summer, then it's really hot.
Oh, I've got to get that one. That's the famous one down there. That guy down there, his body chopped in half. Everyone's taking photos of that. I should do the right thing and go down the stairs though, instead of eroding all of the garden here like all the other peasants have done. It's so arrogant and rude. There he is. This one's from Bruno Catalano. What's it called? Benoy. There's Waverley Cemetery in the background that we filmed before.
Look at the camera,
So that's how far we've walked. No one's really stopped in this bit, so I'll film it here. And there she is, Bondi Beach. I was going to walk down to icebergs, but I've had enough of walking. So here's your shot of Bondi. There's Ben Buckler over there, so that's what the headland's called. Ben Buckler. That greenery you see on the back is a golf course. So that's it for now, and I'll restart the camera again once I change the battery. Oh, I think there's a whale out there. I think I just saw a whale breach the water out there. Just there. Just watch there. I'll keep filming out there for a little while to see if it comes back up. See the orange buoys?
Yes.
In between those two sets of orange buoys, there's something there.
Yes, all right.
Oh yeah, don't look. Walk away. As we leave Tamarama behind and the hordes, that have descended around the sculptures, head towards Bronte, back to where we started. I looked up in the sky and I saw this sky rider. I wonder if he's going to start riding again. Oh, there he goes. I think it's supposed to be initial love some other initials. I think he's got a nice clear day as far as the sky goes, but I think it's too windy. I think the actual lettering's getting blown all over the joint. Hey, I'm not going to wait. Look at these joints here. Right on the edge here. Get the beautiful view over the Pacific. Look, there's another Virgin plane. Dad said every plane that I've seen come in since I've been walking along here's Virgin. It must be starting to have an impact on Jetstar, which I like to call Death Star, and Qantas now, domestically, must be putting a bit of pressure on them and the pricing. Even though at the moment I think most of them are, gouging on prices. And they blame the Putin tax and blame inflation and all the rest of it. Look at that, there's only one surfer out there in Bronte Beach. And given that other one down there is taking the surf life-saving board out, I'd say he's probably a surf lifesaver as well, that guy there. We're just having a swim and a paddle around. So I'm going to get down there in a minute onto the beach and actually take a photo for my Instagram down there, I think. So I'll see you again soon. Here's HW. I've actually walked down onto Bronte Beach. There's that beautiful water again. Waves crashing. I'm going to take a photo through these lifesaver boards and the flags and try to get a shot over Bronte Beach this way, I think. Alright, taking my shots over Bronte Beach with my phone. Now I just take this little stroll along the beach with you. Yeah, it's still only about 19 degrees at the moment, and there's a real wind chill factor as well. So that's why you can't see, that's why not many people are swimming in the ocean here today. Pretty odd for, early November. You start to think the weather would start warming up now. But the storms out of the south of Australia are still getting up here and lowering the temperatures. Oh, there you go, I'm proven wrong. There's a few people braving the water over here. Almost got caught by the water there. And I'll call it quits there. and start up the camera again when we get up the top. All right, this is back where we started before we hit up the sculptures. But as we overlook Waverley Cemetery again, so a bit of a tugboat out there. Maybe it's waiting for those. I don't know whether you can see, there's a few big container ships on the horizon. But yeah, look, what I was thinking I might do, I've been thinking about it for a while actually, I might come back and film some of the tombstones in Waverley Cemetery. Not only is it amazing for where it's situated in such a good spot, like such a prime, block of real estate, but there's some pretty famous Australians buried in the cemetery here. So I might come back here one day, because I used to skirt through all the time when I was younger. I used to go for jogs through the cemetery out to Bondi, because back in the old days there was only real goat trails through this cemetery. The actual coastal walk wasn't that great. It's been built up since with platforms and staircases and stuff like that, but back in the old days it was just real goat trails just along that white picket fence you see in the distance. And so yeah, I might come back here one day and film some of the famous people that are in here and do a little bit of a walk around, maybe down into Clovelly. So yeah, so anyway, we're going to get up to McPherson Street now. I was thinking that I couldn't remember whether it was Bronte Road or McPherson Street, but we're going to have the Nectar up there, so stick around. We'll have the HW Nectar at the end. So here we are at the Nectar stop today. For some reason my microphone stopped working here, so I had to voice this over later. I'm sitting in front of my computer at home right now. But the place is called Locale, if you want to pronounce it in Italian, or in English, Locale. And you use this barcode to place your order. I'm getting used to doing this now for Nectars. There's the Locale sign out the front, and I'll stand up and give you a bit of a sweeping view of what the place looks like inside and out. There's the inside of it, a few people enjoying Nectars in there as we speak, and outside as well. But it's a nice open air place. I think it'd be a delight to come here in the summer and have a Nectar, which I might do. So looking down McPherson Street here, I'll get ready for the Nectars to arrive and come back and talk to you again in a sec. The Nectars have arrived. There's my flat white. In a minute, my wife will push her latte over. There's the latte. And another view down McPherson Street. Now, this McPherson Street, during the Sydney Olympics, the cycling came down McPherson Street. So there used to be a blue line out there that showed that the cycling went down McPherson Street. But over on the corner over there is Yanko Avenue in Bronte. And as we look over in that direction, I'll get ready to wrap up the video. So thanks for watching as we skirted around the sculptures by the sea. And like, comment, subscribe, because for today, the video is over.